Now I will say the pickle has only gotten worse trying to figure out who I'm selecting in a couple of these games with these Harbaugh news because things seem so irrelevant now. Saturday. Hold on. There was a bit of a snafu with Colby today. Didn't realize the NFL playoffs were still going on. He forgot he had to make the slides. He also forgot that we made up the nickname Pick Asso for him, which very fitting considering his ass eating escapades recently. Bills, Broncos, Saturday. We're running back the standard Saturday time windows, 1:30 p.m. on the West Coast. 1 versus 6. It's not like the Bills played on Sunday. And the Broncos got a week off, and now they're playing on Saturday. What NFL? This was an obvious snafu. Denver laying 1.5 here, Sean. After the Bills opened as the favorites of 1.5, -125 on the money line. Bills plus 105, 45.5 is the total. To me, this is actually not the difficult game. This game possesses or provides two options. You either take the obvious spot, what the market has agreed with in the Broncos, good home spot, rested, all that jazz, or you get out of the freight train that is Josh Allen this postseason. While I don't think we're going to have a Nance and Romo situation here. I didn't actually,
Jim?
But
it has to be Nance and Romo, doesn't it?
I assume they have the Sunday morning game with the Pats.
Oh, okay.
And so, my God, were they spitting on, like Nance was stroking it. Romo was spitting on it. I mean, they want Josh Allen to win all the games.
Yeah, that is. I think if you're betting on the Broncos, it certainly is the NFL. We only have one good quarterback, one marquee name. It's Josh Allen, and then Jim Superman's going to put on that cape, and he's going to do it. I mean, that's if you're betting the Bills, it's just because you think Josh Allen.
It's only Josh
in spite of him, coming up, never being able to get over the hump. Again, it's not his fault. It's everyone else. It's the coaches, other players, the refs, whatever it is. Never gotten it done. Never been to the Super Bowl. Now maybe this is his time. Now that some quarterbacks can beat Patrick Mahomes, some can't. He's avoiding playing Mahomes here by going up against the Denver Broncos.
Pussy. He's avoiding a lot of guys this postseason.
Yeah. To me, this is tough because certainly the Bills do have the better quarterback in Josh Allen, and that can be a great equalizer there. But I don't think, I don't think the Jags played their best game. Trevor Lawrence, 2 interceptions there, 1 to end the game. Now, certainly Sean McDermott is good at confusing young quarterbacks. He certainly just destroyed Bo Nix in the last playoff game, but a lot has changed since then. 1, obviously this game is at home in Denver, not in Buffalo. 2, you mentioned it, the rest advantage. It's pretty big.
Like, how do they mess this up?
Well, I don't.
Is it purely because they had to create the Monday night wild card game, and by putting Houston and Pittsburgh there, you're guaranteeing that Houston would have to play on Sunday because it would be even more unfair to put them on Saturday after a Monday game? It just seems odd to me. Because in a regular season sense, we would say this is a smash spot. It's not quite Thursday off a bye kind of business, or off a Monday off a bye.
No, but we remember all these crazy situation spots, and you're throwing on top of elevation, and this Buffalo Bills team is incredibly banged up. Gabe Davis done for the season. Tyler Shaver's done for the season, which normally wouldn't matter, but who are the Buffalo Bills throwing to? Even Dalton Kincaid, Ryan, is in a walking boot. So
I have to read this to you. As I shared with you a little bit in the office before the show, but as I've shared with the audience, I've been dabbling with a little bit of AI assistance collecting injury information for me. And it's been a real journey. It started off being not very good, but for the Bills this week, it always gives me a little synopsis of what the injury report looks like. For the Bills, it says war zone, 14 on the report. Reminds me of when they were feeding people to the pit. It made a pit reference.
AI smart.
But anyway, this seems And this is why I told you this is the game that didn't exactly have me in a pickle, but as we're talking it out, I think all the pieces are slotting into place. I could be seeing the board really well right now.
Yeah, and maybe Brandon Cooks has a career game. To me, the interesting nugget, and there's a bunch of trends, one of which is, Broncos being underdogs when they were opened as underdogs and now they're favorites. That's not good if you're a fan of following the line movement. Teams who have opened as dogs and closed as favorites have not been good in that spot. To me, the thing that
in the spot in general or in the postseason?
In the postseason.
It just happened to the Bills and the Jags. I mean, if you remember, the same movement occurred, right?
The Bills opened as dogs and closed as favorites. It was the other way around.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. No,
I'm saying so in this, it's the same way it's happening.
Oh
here.
yeah. So Jags
Bills,
opened as dogs and then closed as favorites and didn't get it done. So I try not to, especially with the small slate, lean into too much of who's everyone on what do they want you to do, the line movement. I mean, the square, the sharps got murdered, myself and you included, Ryan, last week. It was not a good week if you were playing the sharp side.
So we were on the right side.
No, I don't think we were. Dallas Goedert
winning
two
and losing.
touchdowns was the right side.
Winning and losing isn't the right or wrong side. It's
winning is a coaching stat and is also a stat in picking games.
I will say that the one thing that is a little bit different this week is the money is like the line is moving for the Broncos, but the money, according to all sources, is coming in on the Bills. And so I don't know what that nonsense is.
Yeah,
but it does strike me as a similar situation, and that's the biggest thing. The biggest pause I had was, am I really going to walk into the same stupid situation twice? I'm not nearly as big a Bronco fan as I am a Jags fan, but I mean, Josh Allen played a spectacular game,
and they almost lost.
He didn't even come close to turning the ball over, at least through the passing game, and. Yeah, they and Liam Cohen had the worst offensive game plan, and they almost beat him.
Yeah, and
this you know what, Bronc? Yeah, you're right. You're right.
No, I haven't even given my pick. I got some more thoughts.
You're on the Broncos.
When Sean Payton coaches a playoff game on extended prep rest time, teams are 4-0 straight up. Now, not as good ATS because in some of those spots they were big favorites. Here, 1.5. Again, when I'm actually putting this down, I'm going to be on. At Circa, I'll definitely be playing whatever the money line is Friday night there, because the Broncos edging out the Bills 17-16, 21-20. I could totally see. I just can't go against this Broncos team at home. They lost one game, and it was against the Jags. Jags came in with the perfect game plan, kind of punched them in the mouth. But for the most part, you have a well-rested team at elevation, and look at this Bills travel spot, right? You travel all the way down to Jacksonville, very physical game. Josh took a ton of hits, Ryan. And again, I know I'm driving our Bills site manager Adam in the chat crazy.
No.
Tongue in cheek with Josh Allen. Josh Allen's the man, but he took a ton of shots in that game, and now he's got to go back to Buffalo, then back out to Denver and win another road playoff game on short rest.
He's Superman though.
He's been good in these spots in short weeks, etc. And the Bills, to their credit, and something I overlooked when they were playing the Jags, they have been good ATS against teams that are above 500. They've played up to the competition. Honestly, where they've struggled is when they've, like your Atlanta Falcons on the road, like teams that they could. Houston Texans, I guess, is certainly a better team on the road, but and the Broncos are incredibly healthy. They might get. Who do they get? Dre Greenlaw back. This is just really a brutal situation spot here for the Buffalo Bills. And I think the Broncos are going to be able to, this is a nice revenge game for the Broncos. Bo Nix, it's not his first playoff start. He's at home. I think that's a formula for him to have success. I think he's going to stay tuned to the prop show. We mentioned it, I think earlier, Ryan, when we did our divisional round FFPC draft, but I think
revenge. for last year.
I think it's a revenge, and I think it's a good situation spot for this. The Bills, the linebacker play, Milano continues to be banged up, and the D tackles. You know, they ran Tugboat Tootin. He did like 3 carries in a row for like 40 yards, and then they went away from it. I don't think Sean Payton is going to get away from that. And Ryan, we've talked about this all year. Bo Nix, when Sean Payton gives him the A game plan, he does well. And I think this is an A game plan. Give me the Denver Broncos laying the 1.5. Although officially I will just be playing the money line because I have respect and admiration for the Buffalo Bills. Give me the Broncos at home laying the 1.5.
Me too. You mentioned you can see RJ Harvey having some runs. His rushing yards total is at 54.5. That's something very interesting to me as well. And yeah, I mean, we didn't talk a ton about it, but do you remember the Sean Payton opening drive last time?
Troy Franklin deep shot.
Yeah, they went up 7-0 and then got their ass beat. I don't know if this Bills team is on the same level.
Well, and just I mean, like the pass catchers for Josh Allen. I'm busting his chops here, but you have a banged up Dalton Kincaid. Shakir is going to be your one. I mean, if you're the Broncos, don't you just put Surtain on Shakir and like, all right, who are you going to throw to? We're going to load the box, and certainly Josh Allen could do it with his legs, but he's dealing with a knee injury, a finger injury, and an ankle injury. I mean, remember that like he got tackled weird near the goal line, and of course they ran the tush push from the 10-yard line that scored or got to the 1, even though it is a player safety
very
issue.
Unsafe. Yeah, very unsafe.
We just completely forgot about that, guys who voted against the tush push. But yeah, give me the Broncos here.
Now. What will actually no, we're not even going to talk about it. I'm also on the Broncos, lay the points, and like Sean was saying, I think there's certainly some nice props for the Broncos in this one.